Hi guys, a new Plants vs Zombies Roblox game recently entered alpha testing. PvZ Garden Mayhem by Yahir SSJB2, developer of some of the most popular PvZ Roblox games including Plants vs Zombies Garden Problem and Plants vs Zombies Defenders. So recently Yahir sent me a message telling me all about Garden Mayhem. The game is available on Roblox right now, so if you want to check it out, the link is in the description. Garden Mayhem is a third and first person tower defense game. The alpha has 17 stages or waves and 2 bosses. Unlock and upgrade wicked and wacky plants to defend your home from the undead. The game features custom music. It is only a short track currently, and there is a really cool BFN style main menu where you can see battles unfold. When you jump into the game, you start off in your house, which features 3 rooms. The main room where you can purchase plants from the shop, the upgrades room, there's a leaderboard, and then there's some other room where there's a melting iceberg lettuce. There is an upstairs, but it isn't available in the current version. The shop is fairly straightforward. It has 3 sections. You have playable plants, so these are the ones you will purchase and you actually play and you can use to defend your home. We have helpers. These can be placed on the lawn to give you a bit of an edge in the battles. And finally, there's skins, which don't really need any explanation. There is only one available at the moment. All of these can be purchased with in-game sun or solar. The shop doesn't give any information about the plants, etc. at the moment. You have to purchase it and then you find out what it does. Moving over to the upgrade station, it works very much like the changing booth in Garden Warfare 2. You can upgrade different stats of your plants, you can equip costumes, and you can learn more about it. Anyway, let's talk gameplay. So I jumped onto the lawn with Apple Thrower. This is the only plant available at the start, and you're basically playing as the potted plants in the Garden Warfare games. The animations are pretty snazzy. I like how the plant sort of shuffles and sort of jumps as you move across, and this guy only has one ability. The game is very straightforward. You've got to stop the zombies from reaching your home, and you get solar currency for vanquishing zombies. But that's trickier than it seems. Apple Thrower has a very slow fire rate, and zombies take quite a few hits. Immediately, I fail round 1. I'm not alone though. I have helpers and AI. Sadly, the AI aren't the best, but my potato friends that totally don't resemble walnuts whatsoever and explosive peppers do some good work. After a few failed attempts and a few level ups, I rack up enough sun to upgrade Apple Thrower's god-awful fire rate and boost its damage. But there was still work to do yet. Back on the lawn, I notice a new glowy zombie. After immediately vanquishing one, I failed to notice that I've just picked up some power-up plant food. After some more zombie squishing, I realise what a doofus I am and decide to test out this ability. After entering some sort of Pokemon evolution state and waiting an awkward length of time, Apple Thrower unleashes a dirty amount of damage to multiple zombies. After mopping up these low health zombies, I'm feeling very proud of myself, and finally, Wave 1 is complete. Now, I will mention, I think this game is designed for multiple players because, as I quickly find out, Wave 2 involved many more zombies than Wave 1. Some suggestions I'd like to make is perhaps a damage multiplier or something where the damage you do depends on how many people are in the lobby. I don't know. I also think weak points or extra damage for hitting a zombie in the head or something, and maybe even damage drop off so you do more damage when you're close to the zombie and less when you're further away. Anyway, after failing a few more times, I decided to try out a new plant from the store. Spending 225 sun on a bonkers knockoff called Sailor Spinach, I thought I was on to a winner. Unfortunately, nope. I was having issues with the hitboxes and ended up becoming a nice tasty snack many times. I also tried purchasing some potato backup, but this didn't really help me much. But it was cool to realise I could create a solid defence if I spent my sun elsewhere. So back to Old Faithful I went, vanquishing zombies, collecting sun and upgrading my stats. Eventually though, I wanted a new thrill. A new plant was on the block, the adorable Seed Shooter. Unfortunately, due to my Apple Thrower addiction, Seed Shooter wasn't as strong or as fast due to my furious upgrading of Apple Boy. So leaving Seed Shooter in the dust, back to my go-to character it was, but this time I thought I would jazz things up. I purchased the only skin available in the store. My Apple Thrower now looked like a lemon thrower, but also got a cute froggy hat. Reddit. Back on the field, I show those zombies what I'm made of, but it's still not enough to reach Wave 3. So then I decided to go on a mission to try and unlock every plant, starting with Popshroom, who had better fire rate but less damage and range. However, the real fun began when I purchased Kernel Pulp, Mango Thrower. This plant is super fancy as it comes with an alternate fire mode. You can hit zombies with regular mangoes or unleash a slower, bigger and more powerful mango that sticks a zombie in place for a moment or so. Sadly, this still wasn't wasn't enough to satiate my hunger for endless apple-fueled power, so back to the OG I crawled. Wave 1 at this point wasn't giving me too many problems, but then something magical happened. Someone joined my game. Fordom, who was 8 ranks higher than me, came along and started kicking some serious zombie grass, and showed me I was just a complete noob when it came to Sailor Spinach. After a typical gamer hello consisting of jumping around each other and dishing out some friendly fire, we decided to go to town on the zombies, plowing through wave 1, wave 2, and actually got to wave 3. But then, disaster struck. Fordom left me, meaning wave 3 was an epic fail. Crying over the end of my spinach friendship, I continued killing zombies until I had enough to buy the most expensive plant in the shop, Gloom Sprout. Now, the naive gamer in me was thinking, the most expensive plant must be the best, right? Right? Turns out Gloom Sprout is specifically for taking down shield door zombies. Boasting an impressive fire rate and amount of projectiles, I was only doing 0.8 damage. But I am told that mushrooms do get some significant boosts when night falls. Since I'd been away from my apple thrower for about 5 minutes, I had to get him back on the field, destroying zombies once again, kicking grass, taking names. And I even managed to pull off this devastating power-up attack, absolutely obliterating wave 2, but sadly still not powerful enough to face wave 3 on my own. So there you are, guys, my hands-on experience with PvZ Garden Mayhem. I had a real fun time with this, and I was already finding the leveling up and unlocking system quite addicting. There is quite a lot to do here, even as an alpha, quite a good number of plants and stuff. Sadly, I didn't see any more variety of zombie, I didn't battle any bosses, but that's probably because I was on my own and couldn't get past wave 3. Lots more content is on the way for this, including more stages, plants, zombies, minigames, special waves, and more. If you want to check this game out, the link is in the description. Anyway, guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed. Remember to like and subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Okay, thanks, guys. Bye. Bye.